One of the things you quickly learn when having a firewood processor is it makes a lot of waste. And for me, waste is waste. I know that there is ways I can make money with the sawdust, with the scraps. I'm starting to do it with the stuff that comes off this cleaner. If I just spend a few minutes after each run and I fish out these last pieces that come off the top, these can go into kindling, and I do sell kindling. So I'll spend time going through here, just pulling them out. And I think probably a couple months I'll have a nice stash. And where I used to make kindling with my super splitter, I can just take them off of this. It's like the Japa is providing it for me. The other thing that I had learned when I was making that mad rush to get the move over here, if you don't keep up with cleaning, you're up to your earlobes in waste. I'm going to start keeping a tarp under here. It's just going to help me keep it cleaned out. Even though we have the perfect clean system, the the scraps will get shaken down onto this conveyor, which takes it all the way out to this. It's still, you get some that falls off underneath, and it tends to accumulate around the conveyor belt, and it just looks ugly. I think too, there's a benefit of keeping clean. If you ever do get a hydraulic leak, you'll see it sooner before you drain the entire system. Down in here, the mess will fall down in. I didn't get this tarp laid down until after the open house, so there was a lot that fell down from it being run on that day. But going forward, I'm going to try and keep a tarp under here. And then of course the sawdust. And this is I think probably 3 cords of firewood, and that's how much sawdust that we've accumulated. And my job today is to get all of this cleaned up. If you don't keep up with the sawdust, it'll spill off to the side, and this is nothing new to me, but my goal is to keep all of this clean. And when we set this machine up, I wanted to keep it away from this back wall, and that's going to allow me to get my tractor in here from behind with the forks. I can get all these things forked up, and I'm going to dump. So for right now, I know there are solutions out there, guys, but right now I'm not gonna deal with them. I'm just gonna start dumping my waste. If there's someone that I know that's looking for sawdust, I can talk to them about it. But that's what we're gonna be doing here today. I'm just gonna show you what I'm doing with the forks, and once we get all this cleaned up, I'm gonna load up the live deck and we'll call it a day. My usual practice is I'll make my firewood in the morning and get it stacked, and then I'll take the afternoon off. This is summertime because of the heat. Then in the evening, I'll come back, do my cleanup, get the live deck loaded, and then we're ready again for the morning. So right now, let's get the forks on the tractor, and let's get the cleaning this mess up. First try, guys. guess it makes sense now to, let's dump this tarp. I am trying to establish discipline at the very beginning. I want to keep this clean, and I have seen just how much a mess can get away from you if you don't make it part of your daily and weekly routine. Okay, not bad. I think we're always going to have a little bit laying around, but we got the big stuff up. So let's get this dumped, and then we're going to come back for the sawdust. I'll have to swing around the other side for it. Yeah, I let this get a little full and it was spilling out on the side. So we'll get this shoveled, get it into here. So I don't know what to do, guys. I'm just dumping everything in the same pit. Sawdust and that chafe. I would think that the stuff that I just dumped, I don't know, gardeners or someone would probably like that for organic material. The bigger stuff, you know, that could just be like some nice kindling. I'm still gonna fish some more pieces out of there. Sawdust, on the other hand, I think, you know, farmers, people with livestock want this, but I think they don't want it getting rained on. But I don't know. I'm not at that point yet. I will probably get there eventually, but for right now, we're just going to dump this. I understand there is a market for sawdust. And I do realize I'm leaving money on the table. That one's back to normal. Let's get this one dumped, and then we're going to load up the offcuts. So that went well, and now we're going to load the offcuts. I think I might have too many in here. It might be too heavy to safely put it into the back of my truck, but let's give it a try. I'm gonna try and do this. I've never done this before. We're gonna get this whole basket loaded without tearing my tailgate off the truck. So my tractor won't pick it up. Too heavy, so let's lighten the load a little bit. All right, let's try it again. Probably in a perfect world, I would have pushed this forward and get it over the axle more, but we're just a couple miles down the road. If you noticed, I turned the basket around so that the opening was facing the back. I can just back this up to my woodshed and get it unloaded and then bring it back. Now we're gonna take the forks off and put the grapple back on, and we'll get the live deck loaded up. Look at that. First try again. This is that DeWalt 60 volt 16-inch chainsaw, and this was given to me by Cortland Mower right up here in town. It is an excellent store. My good friend Sam is the owner. They have a nice crew of mechanics. If you have any problems with your saws, take it there. But what I like about this is that it is easy to use, and whenever you need it, you just squeeze the trigger. I already made my marks. I'm just going to make a few cuts, and we'll get these put onto the live deck. These are all cherry logs, guys. Okay, man, I'm serious. It works. It works great. It's quiet. It's smooth. There's no anti-vibe, but it does have some dogs on it. It has a chain brake. It's nice. Thumbs up. When I pull a log out, I don't see this. I got to make sure that it is under 16 inches or it won't go through. And this is right up against it. So I think what I'm going to do So I can cut this end off, but it has to be over 68 inches for it to sit on the live deck. And our log is 68 inches is back here, so I can take a 16-inch log off of this and we will be good. So I'm going to measure 16 inches to here, and let's cut this off. I take my inspiration from Log Hauler Jesse. Just wanting to show off for you guys here today. And that's what I got going on here, guys. It's later in the evening. I did all my work in the morning, and then, you know, today's the day to do a cleanup. So I've cleaned up the totes. I got them dumped. I got the live deck loaded for tomorrow. I have my truck loaded to put into the wood shed at home. I'll bring this back with me in the morning, and then we will do it all over again tomorrow. A reminder for you East Coasters, I will be in Bangor, Maine, May 19th and 20th. That's Friday and Saturday at the Loggers Expo, Bangor, Maine. If you guys are in the area, stop by. I will be at the Fox Forestry booth all day on both days. And that's all from the Woodyard today, guys. I hope everyone has a great day.